people have a common imagination of minimalist lifestyle is to give up all the modern convenience of the world. They imagine living in the cabin of the woods without electricity, and especially you have to go outside to use. But actually, not everyone is embracing the minimalism as to take it so far. It can be realized in other ways, and it requires no sacrifice. So first, being a minimalist means it's a state of mind, a state of roots. So you start to value yourself not by the materials. You know how to understand what is the thing you want and what is the thing you need. And second, you only acquire the tool that help you to live or to achieve your goal. So you won't buy the thing because they are cheap, and you won't care the price when the thing that you really want. And so you may ask how to become a minimalist. It's to change and to cut, to throw out. So to get rid of those unnecessary things around you, like overconsumption behavior, materials, too much things to do, too much debate, too much distraction, too much noise. So to sum up, is to get rid of those unnecessary in order to refocus on what's really important and what gives us like meaning and what gives us joy and values. But I'm sure that minimalism is not suitable for everyone. It only works for those people who are easily distracted by the materials. If you are one of them, I recommend you to be a minimalist because there are lots of benefits. The first benefit is the minimalism help you, assist you finding freedom from the worry, fear, depression, freedom from the trapping of consumer culture around us. So it's real freedom. I can give you an example. You can imagine the freedom when you take a trip, traveling away from a crowded city and homes. It always makes you feel relaxed. But after a few days, things will always change at the end. Why? Because your suitcase will fill with a lot of stuff. That may be something you want to buy some souvenir for your friends or other things other people ask you to buy. So you feel tired because the stuff is always more than the beginning. And the second benefit of minimalism is like help you to become more concentrated. If the environment of your home is full of things, you cannot concentrate on the real important things such as study at home, doing some business. So because those stuff are not just in there, they will talk to you and they will interrupt you. They will like the food you buy before, but you haven't really, will say, it's time to bring me. And the temperature there will talk to you and he will say, I feel lonely, you need to watch me. So it made you distracting from the real important things. So today's problem, we think we give too much meaning to our materials. So we buy books because those books can represent our knowledge, but sometimes we never read it. Or we buy the guitar or some musical instrument, and I think we think those stuff can represent our talent, but sometimes we never read it, and it turns out to be a decoration of a room. So we have lost it in our mind. So last week I read a book. It's contributed. It is the theory of minimalism, and he started to throw out his unnecessary things in his life, and he totally changed. So I also searched some information about the minimalism online, and I find a video, and it was amazing. So I share with you.
For us, and we get so wrapped up in the hunt that it kind of makes us miserable. It was about taking control of my life and stop being told what to do and actually deciding what I wanted to do. When I first started reducing the number of things in my life, I found out that I had 51 things in the entire world.
We probably sold or donated at least 90% of our staff. As I started to move that stuff out, I was able to finally realize what I had sacrificed.
I don't know what the most common 3 words are in American homes. I don't know if it's I love you or if it's I want that. This same thing that's not making us happy is also causing the degradation of our habitat. We're going to give up a lot. The secret is a lot of that we're going to shield.
What I found with minimalism is it's a way of saying, let's stop the madness.
When you recognize that this life is yours and that it is your one and only, and when that sinks directly in your bones and you recognize that this is it, everything changes.
So what do you learn from this video? I have learned that minimalism is not just a theory. It has a real impact on our daily life. So we can use the concept of minimalism to help us, because minimalism find lasting happiness not through things but through life experience. So it determines what's the necessary and what's the redundant, and it's up to you. Back to DNE.